welcome to the bowbridge Tech Talk Corner. Today, I would like to speak about the quarantine capabilities that are built into bowbridge antivirus. Quarantine comes in handy when you need to analyze some files that were blocked by the BSA. Let's assume someone uploaded a malicious file to your web application, and you would like to determine what this file was. Without the quarantine, this is close to impossible. I would like to simulate that with the bscan test transaction and just upload one of the files that I've prepared on this machine. Let's take a PDF with an exploit in it. Of course, the file is blocked by the BSA, but this information is about as much information as you will have available. Let's check the security audit log. You see, the information you get here is that the file was blocked, and you also get the name of the malware. But that's it. You have no means to forensically analyze the file once it has been rejected by the virus scan adapter. That's where quarantine comes in handy. Let me show you how to activate it. With quarantine, any file that has been blocked by the BSA will be stored in a cryptographically protected container. We need to create a directory where those containers will be stored. Let's do that under the bowbridge installation directory, but of course you can put it anywhere on the system. So I created a directory called quarantine, and I will now show you how to activate the quarantine capabilities. To do that, you have to edit the configuration file and look for the quarantine section, which is in the lower part of the config file. There it is. And you see a couple of commented out parameters that we're going to activate. Unblocked equals 1, on error equals 1, which means when a file is being blocked or a file cannot be scanned due to an error, this file will be quarantined. Then quarantine path. Obviously here we're going to add the path to the directory that we just created. Here's our SAP. And the quarantine password is used to protect the container in which the files that have been blocked will be stored. That is important because if a malware is detected, you need to make sure that you do not inadvertently infect the machine that you use to run the analysis of the file. Let's use an obvious password here for demonstration purposes. Okay, we're saving the changes. And in order for those changes to go into effect, we need to reinitialize the virus scan adapter. So let's go to transaction vscan and simply hit the load button. You do not need to stop and start the BSA in order for the configuration to be reloaded. That's it. Now let's rerun the test. Let's go back and rescan the exact same file. Of course, the result is the same and the file has still been blocked. Also in SM20, we will see the same code here. The file has been blocked. However, because we now have the quarantine feature active, we can analyze the file that has been blocked. If we look into the quarantine directory, we'll now find this zip file here. It contains two files. One is the file that has been blocked, which may or may not be a malware, and the second file is an information text file that can be used to facilitate the analysis. Let's try and unzip this file. I'm going to unzip it to a subdirectory. And you see one of the files is already being inflated. That's the info.txt file. And the actual malware file is not being extracted. For that, it is asking for a password, which I am not going to give it at this point. Now, if we look into the test directory, we will see there is the info file, which contains the original name of the file that was uploaded, as well as the reason why it was blocked. In our case, the name of the malware that was detected. If we unzip the file and provide the password, you see that we now have the two files in this directory. One is the info.txt file, which we had already seen, and the second one is the actual malware that was blocked, running a clam scan just to show you that this is indeed the file that contains the malware, as we have seen in our upload. There you can see it. So you see that with the quarantine feature, you can collect forensic information that allows you to analyze files that have been blocked by the virus scan adapter. Thank you very much for watching and stay safe.